Buttle on the ice from Canada, the surprise skater of last year's NHK Trophy. He won the silver medal here last season. It has not been a good year so far for Buttle. He came in 7th at Skate Canada. There's very little chance of making it to the final. The question is whether or not he'll do his quad here in Japan.
It's hard enough to do the quadruple toe loop, but to do it under pressure, it's much harder, because with the nerves and adrenaline, you can get too excited and screw up the timing. But here it is, quad toe, and he turned into a triple toe, triple toe. Not confident to really go for that quad. You could see it.
We watched him in the warm-up, and he was having a lot of trouble with it.
Nice variation on that camel spin. Notice how he sort of looks up toward the ceiling, keeping a nice center on that spin. Good position throughout. Hard to attain that. They can spin so fast. That was very impressive because he really was very quick on his feet as he skated into that triple Lutz.
20-year-old who is a student at the University of Toronto, where he majors in chemical engineering. Also trains in Barrie, Ontario, alongside Takeshi Honda, who'll be on the ice next. Actually, he's a couple skaters away after Cheng Jiang Lee, but the two certainly close, and spent some time together practicing here in Kyoto.
And that spin is wonderful. Look at the different positions that he gets. Every time you put your body in an unusual position like that, it's so hard to spin, and he's just mastered it. You know, it's not often that you see some nice originality in the short program, but Jeffrey Buttle has done just that, and I love his showmanship quality. Nice program.
Is it hard to get that in when you're thinking about all the required elements?
Absolutely, Terry, because you're so focused on getting through those required elements. It's hard to relax and have a good time out there.
Didn't do the quad, but good performance for Jeffrey Buttle.
He was going for the quad here, but he turned it into a triple toe, triple toe. Remember, there's no deduction for this, but it is a lower base mark. And I love the agility that he has moving into this triple Lutz. Good use of space. Moves along very well through this triple Lutz, and that was good. Nice flare.
So we'll see what the judges think now. The first set, 4-7 up to 5-5.
Working off that lower base mark, but I got to think that the presentation scores will be higher because he is very good in that department.
Second set now 5-1 up to 5.5, and those are a little bit higher, and 5 of the 7 judges putting Jeffrey Buttle into first place right now. You've heard of Glenn Miller, you've heard of Ben Stiller, but have you heard of Ben Miller? That's the question. He's from the U.S., only 19 years of age, from St. Paul, Minnesota. He just found out Sunday night that he was going to compete here as a replacement for Johnny Weir, who is sick. He got on a flight early Monday morning, and here he is. He won the bronze medal at the Junior U.S. National Championships this past season.
Oh, the triple axle did not get the height that it needed to complete 3.5 rotations. He's going to need more height as he approaches this triple Lutz, double toe loop. That was better. Got through that. Triple, triple.
Ben graduated from high school this past year. Was assigned to a couple of minor senior international events, minor in relation to the Grand Prix Series at least. He medaled at the Nebelhorn Trophy and the Golden Spin of Zagreb. Two of those competitions that are for skaters who are about to step up to the Grand Prix.
And sloppy exit on that triple flip. Nice footwork step there, though. Very fast turns.
He had to be a nervous wreck before he stepped on the ice.
Well, you have to consider the fact that he doesn't have a lot of international experience and he's still learning a lot, so chalk it up for just that, a learning experience.
19-year-old Ben Miller from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Had a very hard fall on the triple axle. You can see he doesn't get the height he needs, and he's not finished with the rotation and takes a big crash there. He needs to get that up in the air more in the future. 3 quick turns on the triple Lutz, right up into a triple toe loop. That was very good.
All right, so here we go with the scores for Ben. First set, 3.9 up to 4.6.
Looking at 7/10 off of the required elements mark. That hurting here on the first.
I think you said it right, though. You've got to chalk this one up to a learning experience and getting used to competing at this level. Presentation 4.7 up to 5.3. So Ben Miller of the U.S. in nuts. Galit Chait and Sergei Sakhnovski representing Israel. There's a good chance that we'll see them at the Grand Prix final in St. Petersburg. This is a non-scoring event for them. They cannot earn points. They have 14 overall, but right now it's all about keeping other teams from getting those points.
After the Nations Cup competition, they said they had a substantial amount of time to really train and improve. Not a lot of time between Skate America and Nations Cup, so they feel more prepared here.
Although they did make a jump from 4th at Skate America to 2nd, the silver medal at Nations Cup. So that was a big improvement. The biggest story of the early part of the season in ice dance was their 4th place finish in Spokane, because this is the team that won the bronze medal at the World Championships last year, albeit a controversial one.
For speed, very nice in the circular footwork sequence. much more confident. Improved unison. Difficulty toward the end of the footwork. Great energy. This was one of their better performances as well. They looked relieved too.
Very close team. Basically, they can make it to the final under a number of different scenarios, but the easiest way to look at it is if they hold on to second place here, they'll go to St. Petersburg, and that's what they're trying to do. Keep Winkler and Losa away from the silver medal. The lead, Chait and Sergei Sakhnovski.
Their circular footwork had great strength. The way they're holding on, the connection. This was the best that I've seen them perform the circular footwork. In the side-by-side footwork, it started off very nicely. Watch here how they edge on just one foot, but they're able to gain momentum and power, and that was quite nice. Toward the middle of the footwork, they lost some unison in here.
See what the judges think now. Yevgeny Platov right in the middle. Their coach, the two-time Olympic gold medalist, who's had a big influence on them. Composition 5-1 to 5-7.
This is interesting, some low marks, and they performed this well.
Presentation now 5-4 to 5-7, and with the judges' placements, a 4-3 split. And guess what? Chait and Sakhnovski dropped down to third behind Winkler and Losa.